So, hello everyone. So today we're going to work on the week 12 graded assignment, Unity capstone assignment. So there are several tasks here. So today we're going to use the Unity. So as we already did in the last assignment, we have installed the version, the about 2018 version of the Unity to your laptop or computer. So today we're going to use that. So the first thing to do is to open the Unity. So this should be the version that you need. So Unity 2018.3.11 F1. So just double click that. Oh, before starting the Unity, we'll just go back to the assignment and click this link, the University Park 1922 campus, to install the campus Unity project that we need to work on today. So click this link. So it's in the box, and then download. So it may take some time. So let's just wait for seconds. And by the meantime, so in the Unity, so the version actually does not that matter. So you can always install some different versions here, but one thing you need to notice is that so for this project, the UP 9022 that we just installed, so let's just open that. So this version is about let's just double check. So first copy this zip file. So copy, and then go to this PC and just go to the some place on your computer that is for this course. So for me, I just open the geography. Where is it? This one. Okay. So let's create a new folder, like what we did in the past assignments. So this will be week 12 assignment. Okay. And right click and paste the UP 9022 project here. And it's a zip file, so we just use the 7-zip to extract here. Okay, so once it's done, let's open this project in the Unity. So in the Unity, let's click the Open and find the location of the UP 9022. So in my case, that will be this path. So I just copy this path and paste it to the Unity. So paste and enter. So this is the project that we just downloaded from the box. So double click this one. So actually this might be a little bit confusing, because actually if you see the layout of this project, so this is the first folder UP 1922. If you click to open it, then it's UP 1922 again. So actually this is the feature of the zip file, so that's normally how it looks like. But actually what you can open is not this one, so you cannot directly open this folder in the Unity, but you need to double click and double click. So this is the Unity components. So as a result, this is the folder that you can open. So not this one, but this one. So since we already know this, so geography 107 week 12 assignment. So this one, double click, and this is the thing we can open. So once the Unity detected the things that he can open, so then the select folder button will be activated. So for example, if I just select this one, and there's no way to open it. when I double click and select this one, and then there's an option to select this folder. So we just select the folder. So this is something you need to pay attention. So as I mentioned before, the Unity editor I have on my computer is the version is 2018.3.11. So this is the version I have. And the project, the UP9022, the saved project, has the version of 2018.2.16. So my version is actually higher than the project's version, which is okay. So if my version is higher than the saved project version, then I am able to open the project. However, if your version is lower than the saved project version, then you cannot open it. So just make sure that your version is higher than the version of the saved project. So I just continue. So it may take a little bit time to process because we have a different version. And we can use this time to quickly go through our task. So the first thing we need to do is to add assets from the Unity Asset Store to the game scene. So we're going to do that first, and then the second thing is to create a camera animation, and the third thing is to produce a standalone Windows application. So after finishing that, then the deliverable one is to create a zip file of the Unity application, and the second thing is to write 700 words write up about your reflection about this assignment. So it's done. Okay. So there are several buildings here, which is the buildings from the Penn State Historic Campus. Okay. So the first task is to add assets from the Unity Asset Store, and which should be compatible with the current historic campus scene. So, for example, we can add some trees to here, so which should make the current scene looks better. So to do this, let's go to the Asset Store. So here, click the Asset Store. And you can use this search box to find something that you want to integrate. So some of the assets you need to pay for that, but there are also some free assets which are also good. So let's search sorry, tree. Okay. And in here, we can find a free asset. For example, this one, I tried this one, which works reasonably well. So select this one. Or you can find other assets if you want, but just pay attention to the file size. So if it is too large, then it really depends on the power of the capacity of your computer. So for example, I installed some assets which is larger than 2 gigabytes. So of course you can run that kind of assets only when you have a beef computer. So I just import this one. So import. Okay. So once it's done, then the assets should be added to your assets folder on the bottom of your screen here. So there are so many things here, and it's not easy to find the asset. We just download it. So to identify the name of the asset, so let's go back to the asset store and scroll down a little bit and click the package content. So here, so this is the name of the assets that is shown on your Unity project. So the name of this asset is Darth Artisan. So let's find it. So this one. So this has the same name. So this should be the correct assets. So double click, click in prefabs. So there are 4 kinds of trees here. So the way to add the trees to your scene is to drag. So for example, I want to add this tree. So I just hold down my left mouse button and drag it to the scene. Okay, so now the tree has been added to my scene. So which is obviously is too big. So we need to reduce the size of the tree. So on the right side, so in the inspector, the first option, transform, you can adjust the value for the scale. So in here, so I just change it to 0.02, and we do the same thing for the y-axis, so as well as the z-axis. Okay, so now let's see how it looks like. Okay, looks good. And the other thing is actually the bottom of the tree trunk is not is on the L, so we need to drag the tree a little bit to make sure it attached to the ground. Okay, like this. Okay, now it looks good. Okay, so we have successfully added the first tree to our historic campus scene. So on the left side, you can also see the tree we just added in here. So because we are going to add more trees here, so in order to make things more organized, we just create a new game object on the left side in the hierarchy. So right click and create empty. So now we name this empty game object as trees. Okay, and then we drag this popular tree to the trees game object. So hold down your left mouse button and drag it to the trees. Okay, so now you can see a hierarchy here. So now the popular tree is under the trees game object. So in other words, the trees is a parent game object, whereas the popular tree is a child of this tree's parent. Okay, so then we can add more trees here. For example, I want to add another popular tree here, so I can simply right click the popular tree and copy and then paste. So now we have the second popular tree, and to visualize it, we can just simply drag the axis of the tree model. So now I have 2 trees here. So then I want to add another tree here. So for example, the oak tree. So same thing, drag it to the scene, adjust its scale. Okay, and make sure the trunk is attached to the ground. And then move it to somewhere else, like here. Okay, and then on the left side, drag the oak tree to the tree's parent. Okay, and then copy and paste, and then drag the axis. Okay, so now we have 4 trees here. Of course, you can add more here, but that's not necessary for this assignment, because the purpose of this assignment is to illustrate that you have the ability to add things from the Unity Asset Store to your game. So okay, so we just finished the first part of this assignment. Okay, and the second thing is to create camera animation. So let's start that part. Okay, and the first thing is to create a game object on the hierarchy. So place your mouse on the hierarchy window, right click and create empty. So let's name it as camera setup. Okay, and then drag the camera game object to under the camera setup. Okay, so it will show this kind of hierarchy here. Okay, and you can click the arrow to hide or enable the camera. Okay, and the other thing is that we need to make sure that the position of the camera setup is the same as the camera child. So now, as you can see in the thing, actually they have different positions. If you set axis, so they have different positions. So we need to make sure that they have the same position. So to do this, first we detach the camera from the camera setup, then select the camera, and on the right side in the transform, we copy the transform component of the camera, and then go to the camera setup, and then click this gear icon on the top right corner of the transform. So click and then past component values. So this will transfer the value of the camera to the camera setup. So now these two game objects will have the same position. So as you can see, they have exactly the same access in the scene. So then we just drag the camera to the camera setup, make it as the child of the camera setup parent. Okay. So then we will start creating the animation. And for the game, so actually the other thing you can do is drag the game scene to the bottom right corner. So the game scene means that this is what the player or your users will see during the game, in the actual game. So this is the thing that we can make edits. So to create this kind of layout, so we can see the scene as well as the game view by the main time. So we will have a better control or keep tracking of the game development. So during which we can directly see what the users will see during the game. So the first thing we want to do is move the camera to here. So we want to start the animation with an overview of the campus scene. So we want to place the camera in this position so we can get an overview of the campus. So, but now the game view has not been changed because this is directly decided by the position of the camera. So this is the camera. So if we move the camera, as you can notice, the game view will also be changed. So we want to move the camera to the current view in the scene. So to do this, first let's select the camera setup and go to game object and select align with view. So now you can see the game view is exactly the same as the view in the scene. Okay. And the camera, so actually you can see the camera setup, the position of the camera setup has been moved to here. Okay. So that will be the first scene in the animation. So now we will start creating the animation. So to do this, let's first go to the assets. Okay, and right click. So right click here, create animation. So here, animation. Okay, and then let's name this animation clip as camera flight. Okay, so and then go to the camera setup. Let's drag this camera flight to the right part, so which is under the inspector. So drag it to here. So this will add a component to the camera setup parent. So you can see it. So here. So this is the new component we just added. Okay, and then let's go to the window. And animation. Okay, so this will give you a new window, so you can edit your animation here. So everything can go to here. Okay, so let's adjust it a little bit. Okay, so because as I mentioned, actually the animation can be created using the by changing the position of the camera. So this is the camera and this is the game view. So actually if I just change the position of the camera, as you can see, the game view will also be changed. So what we actually want to do is create an animation that allows the camera to fly around the campus. So in this case, what we want to change first is the position of the camera, and second is the rotation of the camera. So actually I can, if I just select this one, rotate tool, so I can rotate the camera. So we want to create a fly around effect, so we want to change both the position and rotation of the camera setup. So to do this, we just tell the system that the target object that we want to change is the camera setup. So in the animation, so let's first select the camera setup, and then in the animation window, select add property and expand the transform by clicking the little arrow on the left. And first thing is the position, so let's click the add plus sign to add the position to the animation window, and we do the same thing for the rotation. So add property, transform, rotation, so add rotation. So now we have added both the position and rotation of the camera setup to the animation editor. So now we can start to add keys to the animation frame. So here is the frame. So as you can see, so this is 0 second and this is 1 second. So that means that if we just work on this length, so that means the length of the animation will be just 1 second, which is not enough. So because our target, as mentioned in the assignment introduction web page, we want to create about 60-second animation. So we need to expand or extend the timeline here. So to do this, let's first hover the mouse on this timeline, and then scroll your middle mouse button to extend the timeline. So until we see the 60 seconds. Okay, so now it has 60 seconds. So this is very important. Otherwise, your animation will be very short. So make sure that you extend the timeline of the animation to 60 seconds. Okay. So now there are two keys here, so indicated by the diamond. So we need to delete the second one. So first select this one, select the second one, and right click and delete keys. So this is the first key we want. So and then by starting creating the animation, select this one. So this will start recording mode. So this red icon, red button on the left. So select this one, and then something will become red. So including the timeline, the position, and the rotation. Okay. So now let's start. So the first thing is here, right? So it's already recorded automatically, and the second key we want to add is in the 10 seconds. So let's just drag this white line to 10 seconds. Okay, and then for the second key, we want to place our camera to here, for example, to here, right? Like this. Okay, and then same thing. Let's select the camera setup, game object, align with view. Then you can see the camera will be moved to my current position in this thing. So and then the key has been automatically added to the timeline here. So now if we just click the play, so this one, play the animation clip, play. So then in the game view here, so you can see how it looks like about the animation, right? So the camera will start from the beginning, which is the overview, and then end with the current, the second key, the position of the camera in the second key. So the system will create an animation between these two positions, so which will change both the position and rotation. Okay, let's stop. Okay, so then we will add the third key. So in this time, I want to get a close-up view of this building. For example, this one. Okay. So like this. Okay. So this will be the position and rotation of our third key. So let's drag the white line to 20 seconds here. So that means the third key will be added to the timeline of the 20 seconds. Okay. Then select the camera setup, and then go to game object, align with view. Okay. So now the camera has been moved to here. Okay. However, so as you can see, actually, based on the game view, it seems like that the camera has entered the wall of this building, so which is of course not good. So to change this, let's go to the expand the camera setup in the hierarchy, and select the camera. And here, in the camera on the right side, the camera component clipping planes here. So let's change the near value from 0.3 to 0.02. Okay, so now you can see now the camera becomes normal, and you can see which the things that users can see in the game will be exactly the same as what we can see in the scene. Okay, so this is what you need to do. So if you want to create a close-up view, then you may need to change the near value of the camera next to the clipping planes, and which is the one component of the camera game object. So now it has become the child of the camera setup that we just created. Okay, so this is the third key, and if we just drag the white line, so as you can see in the game view, so this will be how the animation looks like. Okay. And if you are not satisfied with the current animation, you can always select the key that you want to delete, and right click, and then delete keys. Then you can recreate your key anywhere you want. Okay, let's keep going. So for the 30 seconds, I want to move, for example, my camera position to here. Okay, like this. Okay, and then select the camera setup, game object, align with view. So always remember, if you want to align something with your current scene, current view, make sure that you always select the camera setup first, because this will make sure that you align the position of the camera setup with the current view in the scene. Okay, then okay. So now we have added the fourth key to the timeline of the animation. So then let's keep going for the 40 seconds. So let's move the camera to here, like this. Okay. Then same thing, select the camera setup, go to game object, align with view. Sorry, there's a mistake. Let's quickly fix that. Okay, this will be the first key. So camera setup, go to game object, align with view. Okay, and for the fourth key, we want to set the camera position in here. Okay, like this, and then let's select the camera setup. Go to game object, align with view. Okay, and for the fifth key, let's move the camera to here. It's in the 40 seconds. Okay, select the camera setup, game object, align with view. Okay, and for the next key will be here. Okay. Drag the white line to 50 seconds. Select the camera setup, game object, align with view. And for the last key, so let me double check. Okay, so the last key should be similar to the first key. So as you can see, so this is the position, what the first key is looking like. So like this. So we want for the last key, we also want to create a similar view as the first view. So in order to provide a consistent experience of the animation. So for the last key, so the view should look like this. Okay, so which is similar to what the appearance of the first key, right? Okay, so drag the white line to 60 seconds. Okay, and then select the camera setup, go to game object, align with view. Okay, so now we have a animation. So if I drag the white line, you can see how it looks like. Okay, and of course, if you click the play the animation clip button here, so you will be able to see how it looks like in the game. Okay, I just stop. Okay, and then I click the make sure that you click the red button in here again to stop recording of the animation. So make sure that you select this button. So if I click the play button on the top, then I should be able to see the same effect. So this will be what the users will see in the game, right? Just play your animation. Okay, I just stop playing. Okay, and the last thing, which is optional, is to add a background music to your game, so which can give your users a more beautiful experience when experience your animation. So to do this, let's quickly show you how to do that, to add the background music to your game. So in the Google, let's search free sound. Okay, so this website is a commercial website, but it also provides you with a lot of sound clips, which is free. So in here you can search different kinds of sound effect based on your needs. So in our case, we want to have a music. So let's search music. Oh, by the way, so if you don't have an account here, just create an account. So which is free. So you just need to provide your email address. So in here, let's find an interesting sound effect. So maybe this one. So in here, so you can see the time, the length of the sound clip. So just make sure that this is a very important parameter, because if you select a sound, for example, which has like 30 minutes, so that means it will take a while to integrate that sound to the Unity, because it needs the time to process the sound. So in our case, I think about 10 to 20 seconds sound effect should be good enough. Then we just need to set up the sound as a loop, so it just will keep playing after finishing. So this one has the length of 11 seconds, which is reasonable. So we'll just click this one, and to let's just listen how it. Okay, this one is good. So let's just download it. Okay, showing folder. Okay, this one. Okay, then in the Unity, let's adjust the window a little bit. Oh, we can close the animation window. We don't need that anymore. And then in the Chrome. Showing folder. So what we need to do here is to drag this sound file to the Unity assets folder. So in here. So just need to drag, and now you can see it in the Unity. So let's maximize the window of the Unity. So this is the sound effect we want. And to add it to your game, you can add it to the camera setup. So add a component. So let's search audio source. So audio source. So this one, click. So this will add a component which is called audio source to your camera setup game object. So the next thing you need to do is to drag the sound clip from the assets folder to the box next to audio clip under the audio source component. and then check the box of the loop. So check this box next to the loop. So that means because we have a relatively short audio clip, so if you check this box, so that means once the audio finishes playing, then it will restart automatically. So if I just click the play, let's see how it looks like. Okay, looks good. Okay, so we almost finished. So the last thing to do is to, if you are satisfied with your game, then you can build it as a Unity application. So go to the File, Build Settings, here. So make sure that the PC, Mac, and Linux standalone is selected in the platform. And then add OpenScenes. So this will add the current scene to the build settings. Then click the build. So in here, let's go to the week 12 assignment folder. Let's create a new folder here called application. Okay, let's select this folder and select folder. So now the Unity starts the building process. So it may take a while. So the processing time really depends on the capacity of your computer. So normally it will last about 1 minute to up to 10 minutes. But I have a beefy computer, so it is very fast. So as you can see, so in the application folder, I have everything I need to run the game. So this one, demo Unity Campus 1922 dot execution exe. So double click. So this will start the game you just built. So let's just select the window. So we just finished the last step of this assignment. So actually those things is deliverable. So you can actually upload it to some other host, and others can download your game and then start play. So let's create a zip file. So 7-zip zip file. So you need to deliver this application zip file to me and via your website. Okay. So let's go to the assignment page. Okay. So that's the first deliverable, if I remember correctly. Yeah, the first one. So, you also need to upload the zip file to the box. So I can quickly show you how to do that. So go to the box, log in, and so for example, in my box folder, Giant, and I will create a new folder. Like week 12, or just geography 107. Okay, go to this folder, then drag this application zip file to here. So this will start the uploading from my local folder to the box. Okay, it's done. Then you need to share a URL link with me through your website. So select this zip file and share. Then in here, make sure that you enable the shared link. Okay, and here also very important. So currently, so this link is only available to people who you invite. So in order to make the link available to everyone with the link, you need to change this option from invited people only to people with the link. Okay, so that means if I click this link, so everyone with this link can download your application to their local computer. So this is the link you need. So just copy that, close, and go to your personal website. So I just log in. Okay, so I can create a new page. So this web page will be for my week 11 or week 12 assignment, right? And I just post the application link here. So first is application, get the title, and post my link here. And of course the second part is the write-up, right? The write-up. So just write something here and make the write-up, or any other title I just show you as an example, as a heading. Okay, so the first part is application with a box link, and second part is your write-up about just reflected on your Unity experience. So let's just publish. Okay, so this is the new page. Then I go to my my site. I can see it. Okay, so then go to the menus. So in the menus, let's find the page we just created. So week 12 assignment, select this, check this page and add to menu. Okay, yeah, it's here. So save menu. Okay, then if I visit my site, so I can see my week 12 assignment here. So if I click, then I can see the things I just added right here. And the other option is you can also share your assignment with me using the link. So I just quickly show you how to do that. If you go to the home page, dashboard, and on the left side, go to all pages. Find the page we created with 12 assignment. So this page, and and you can also share me with this link. So this link. So it's called permalink. It's permanent link. So if I copy this link and open it here, then I just directly I'm just directly directed to the page week 12 assignment. Okay, so that's all the things you need to do for this lab assignment. So see you next time. And also, by the way, so if you have any questions about your lab assignment, make sure that you post your questions to the lab assignment discussion forum in the Canvas. So in this way, others can also benefit from your questions. Okay. Thank you guys. See you next time.